Hey, I got this question from David about how to embed graphs online. He said he had been working with a couple of different website developers who were having some difficulty recreating his graphs. They weren't quite able to do the formatting that he wanted, and he said he thinks that static graphs are bad practice for websites. So should he be getting some kind of plugin or something? Like, what's going to help with this process? So lots of good questions in here. Let's address them. First of all, there's nothing wrong inherently with using a static graph. I think we often feel like because it's online, it must be interactive, but I don't always find that interactivity is useful or adding to the experience, you know? Like sometimes I'll see a graph where it is interactive, and when I hover, the tooltip just shows me what I can already plainly see by looking at the chart. Like the interactivity isn't adding to the experience here. So I think sometimes, like in that case, it'd be perfectly fine to just go with a static graph. Now, if your concern here is something about 508 compliance, well-documented ways to handle that, okay? So don't let that stop you. If you really truly do feel like it needs to be interactive, you don't necessarily need any kind of special plugin to do it. Any graphing software that you're already working in should have some ways for you to share and embed that work. Tableau has easy ways to export your visuals so that they are embeddable. Even if you're working inside Excel, it has export functions that give you embed codes. So any of that stuff should be totally fine. Now there are a couple of platforms that seem pretty well suited, like kind of built from scratch to be embedded on websites. HighCharts is one, DataWrapper is another. The only downside to working with those platforms is that you're kind of limited to the formatting that they have generated for their charts. You don't necessarily get as much flexibility as you would like. So that would mean, for me, my preference is maximum flexibility because I like to have lots of control. So I would just use the tools I've got and handle their embed features, okay? So all of this is easily Googleable. Just figure out whatever software you prefer to do your data viz in and Google how to embed it on a site, and there will be step-by-step directions there for you. Okay, David, I hope this helps.